What up, y'all? Now, I heard the news like everybody, but I was busy. I had things to do. But this is not really gonna be a long video about Daryl Bevel, the Lions' new offensive coordinator, because I'm taking this approach a little bit differently than some of my counterparts, some of the other people out there. Daryl Bevel. I looked at some of the things he done. People want to blame him for that Super Bowl, but all I know is he led a team that went to back Super Bowls. You know, all I know is with Russell Wilson, he was able to have an offense that moved the chains because Russell Wilson did throw the ball, and we know Russell Wilson can't throw like Stafford at all, even though he's a great quarterback. Like him and Stafford are two different types of quarterback. We know how great Russell Wilson is. We all know this. But what I'm saying is he probably was a little bit limited in that offense because when you have Marshawn Lynch and your quarterback isn't a prime throwing talent like a Stafford, like a Luck, a Rodgers, a Mahomes, a Drew Brees, all them quarterbacks, when it's not like that, then you might close your playbook a bit. But I think here he'll have an opportunity to have his full playbook open. But I just want to tell everybody, whatever you think, whether you hate this or you love this, just slow your roll. See me week 6, and that's when we're gonna talk about the offense. After week 6 is when I'll talk to you about what I think about Daryl Bevell as an offensive coordinator. Because at this point, man, I'm tired of speculating, doing all of this research. Like his best offense was 15th. That's not really great, but he had Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch, and they never had a top tier receiving core. I would never say Kenny Galladay better than Doug Baldwin because Doug Baldwin is a monster, but he's just as good as Baldwin. He's the number one receiver. I don't want Marvin Jones traded. I don't know why people want to trade Marvin Jones. Now, to get to Antonio Brown, well, Kenny Galladay said they don't need Antonio Brown. Honestly, I don't want Antonio Brown. If he came here, I'm not going. Even if I see, just because I don't want something, don't mean I'm gonna complain if it happens. Sometimes, because it's about winning games and it's about production. I don't want Antonio Brown, but if he come here, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, we got Antonio Brown. I can't believe they spent all this money. Now we gonna have to pay him. Go on a rant and be all mad. Hey man, don't want Antonio, but if he on my football team, I'm not about to bitch him on at all, cause you putting him with a prime Stafford. So, but that divaness, and I don't want him to come in here and destroy our locker room, and that's very possible. But back to Bevel. What I'm saying about Bevel is, I just want to see what he's actually gonna do. I might talk about him a little bit in the preseason, but like, forget all the speculation, forget all that. Just wait patiently till the season come around. Watch some games, and wait for a quarter of the season to be over. Basically, 6 games in, that's basically a quarter of the season over with, and, or a third of the season over with. And then let's see how good of an offensive coordinator he is. I know, and he will be put in a better situation than Cooter just because of the fact that he's Patricia's guy, and Cooter is going to get whatever type of offensive talent that he wants. Matt Patricia wants to focus on the defense. We all know Jim Bob Cooter. Look. The reason why the offense was so ass is because Jim Caldwell was gone. Yes. What I'm saying is Caldwell helped Cooter out a little bit with the play calling. So once he left, it was just all Jim Bob Cooter play calling. And then offense got ass. And I know your Caldwell lovers be like, well, that's why we needed Caldwell. Well, guess what? Our defense was 28th. Or our defense was trash while his offense was good. And the offense wasn't winning us football games. Or playoff. No, fuck that. Offense wasn't winning us playoff games. Now, and that's all I care about. Seeing some people saying they don't want to change this philosophy to a running team. But, he actually got fired, Daryl Bevell, from Seattle because Seattle wanted to change philosophies and become the run-heavy team that he is now. Now, we know Bevell was around with Marshawn Lynch and when they ran the ball. So how did philosophies differ so much that they wanted him to do even more of a running scheme, that they didn't want him no more? So they fired him. He took a year off, and he was an analyst or whatever. And he's back with us now. I'm sure he had a chance to refresh everything, and I'm just gonna see. I don't want to just with this. Because look, man, this is our last chance. This Stafford last chance. I'm sorry, this is the Lions' last chance. If y'all look, I'm gonna slap every Lions fan ever in history. If you really think we gonna win a Super Bowl with another quarterback not named Stafford, like if we can't win a Super Bowl with one of the greatest quarterback prospects ever, and we know all his numbers and stuff. And I guarantee, and then he leaves and goes win somewhere else. It's our fault, bro. What I'm saying is, this is our chance, bro. And this is Stafford's last chance. So that's why I'm like, please let this offensive coordinator be good. I don't know what he's gonna do, bro. Seattle offensive coordinator number. I mean, not offensive coordinator number, but Seattle's offensive numbers weren't really that great. But like I said, they were a defensive smash mouth team. They were like the Ravens. So. And, you know, Russell Wilson could throw it better than Lamar, but Russell, you know, he wasn't throwing that much. So, we'll see what he brings to the table here. I'm going to just patiently wait till week 6 and let y'all know. On to the Pistons, man. Good win for them tonight. I mean, look, man. I'm not going to post a video every game. When we lose, that Jazz loss was tough. Sometimes that happens. Look, I know the team don't got to win a record and all this, but I'm just hoping for consistency. What I mean is, I feel like the Pistons are a type of team, they teetering. And what I mean is, all they need to do is win like 2 games to 3 games in a row, and they can get their rhythm. But you know, winning and then losing, then winning, then losing, that's not going to get it. So this Miami game up next, Miami's a tough team, really good defensive team. This is going to be a terribly tough game for Blake against Miami, bro. I mean, Miami had Giannis score 12. He got a triple-double, but Giannis scored 12 on that's how hellacious they is on this. So it's going to be tough for Blake. And that three-point shooting going to have to show up for us. But just a couple wins in a row, Pistons. And then y'all can start and, you know, make a playoff run. Y'all just got to get a couple wins in a row to build some confidence. But regardless of the wins and the losses, it seems since that Clippers game, I don't know why, the whole team, not just Blake, the whole team has been playing better. Who knows? I want Luke Kennard in the starting lineup. I love Bruce Brown. I mean, I love him. He's a great player. He has defensive capabilities. But we need that stretch the floor threat. Because Reggie Jackson ain't stretching shit. Shooting 35% from the field. Trash. We can't have Reggie shooting that and Bruce Brown. And Bruce Brown made a couple threes tonight. Bruce Brown had a nice game tonight. But in the starting lineup, we have to be able to stretch the floor with Luke Kennard. You know? And if we're not going to do that, I want every end of the game, he should be in the end of the game like last time. But I didn't like it. He was in the end of the game, and he was open, but nobody was giving him the ball, and instead Bullock was shooting shots. But whatever, man. Solid win. Blake had 30. Andre Drummond with the key rebounds in the game. Key rebound score at the end. Blake Griffin with the game winner basically in overtime. It is what it is. And at the end of the game where Blake missed that shot, I don't like what Reggie Jackson did. You don't dribble to the 4-second mark and then give Blake the ball. How about dribble to the 9-second mark and give him a few seconds to find a spot and then having to do what he did? That's why he missed the shot. But regardless, man, Pistons won. Lions got a new OC. And I'm just going to be patiently wait and see what happens with his offensive court. Because I'm very nervous and concerned about it. Not because I think he's good or I think he's really bad or anything. Because this is Stafford's last chance, bro. Like, they cannot mess up the old coordinators again. And if you're going to sit here and tell me with a straight face that Stafford's had an offensive coordinator that's actually good, who? Linehan? Who Dallas fans won't fire every year. They've been calling for his head for the past 2 years. And I know it because I talked to Cowboys fans and we've been facing them. They've been calling for his head a couple years. Who's this? Joe Lombardi. We ain't even talk about that. And Cooter. Like, who's the good offensive coordinator? But, you know, people don't care about shit like that. People don't care that Stafford's never had a good coach or a good offensive coordinator. I think now he has a solid coach. And all he needs is a solid coordinator. Just solid. Don't be stupid. Give it to the hot running back. Zenner tearing people up and carry on struggling, give it to Zenner. Vice versa. It's just basic stuff that Cooter wouldn't do on the fundamentals of football, of a football offense. And you know, it angered a lot of fans. LeGarrette Blount's giving you nothing. Zenner's playing solid. Carrion's playing solid. But you keep running LeGarrette Blount. It's just a lot of stuff. And I'm hoping an older coordinator will be able to know how to do things like that. But it's 313 J-Mo, man. Lions got a new OC. I'm just waiting to see patiently what happens, y'all. I'm out of here. Let me know what you think about it, though.